Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Final Fantasy VI event, Weight of the Past. One of these days, I will have a solid intro to a video, but not today, that's for sure. If you can't tell from the music and the banner, it's all Shadow themed. That's about it. It's about Shadow. It's the weight of his past. Do you get it? You know, I knew my coffee tasted off. I forgot to put sugar in this. But because I do my little like sort of pseudo mocha where I put 1 K-cup of coffee in there and then a K-cup of hot chocolate. Not that bad. Motherfucker, right, that's your gimmick. No, says I. Absolutely not. Fight me, coward. Come on, do your move. Alright, it's random. Cool. Whack. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, Doc, I know. I did have the moment of, timing, maybe not, the best. These things happen. Oh yeah, I adore the Dark Cecil Arcane. It looks really good. Well, sadly, yeah, even the banners are kind of fake for this event, because welcome to a post-awakening banner that has no awakenings on it. What? In an extremely it's your job voice. That's your job, though! Alright, who's ready to Shadow Realm this this bug? Watch this move. Yeah. Yeah, Tom Retaliate, it's real. Oh, just wait, I'm gonna power myself up. I didn't do such little damage. What the fuck? Yeah. One of those isn't technically an attack, yet was typed properly to be avoided. Wasn't an attack. Oh, I didn't use the roaming warrior. Huh. I'm just that powerful. I could finish this boss off, or... Now just imagine if I had not been a dipshit and used Onion Knight. Alright, Hellrider. I legitimately have no idea what this guy does. But you'll bet your ass that I saw that he was poison weak. And decided that today was the day that poison gets to live. Also, I took Hyper Mighty Guard for this and immediately forgot that I took it. Welcome to the stream of me just forgetting to use soul breaks. Because they're fake and dumb. Yeah. Give me the gross moves. Also, Burning Rush is here because there's only really 2 real poison moves. There's Bio Grenade, but let's be real here. I could have been throwing Bio Grenade on Riku. She does have those in materia. Well, Hellrider, it's been a hoot. You were there. Oh shit. So here's a boss that actually has an interesting gimmick of it has a weakness that changes and it has two forms. It's also a boss that's weak to fire in both forms, so, well, you tried. The real question is how, like, after last week's, how wild are you? How buck wild are you? Because the ultimate double plus damage last week was really buck wild. Okay. That's some real big boy damage. Still. That's some large boy damage. We should, for the most part, be fine, though. For obvious reasons. While frightening and scary, due to being a behemoth. A large behemoth. He is still weak to fire. I had to think today, because a lot of the bosses in this event are weak to fire, about how oddly, like, kind of across the board fire abilities are. Because, like, alright, holy, right? Physical holy, 1 school. Fire is like 5 or 6 schools. So yeah, as an aside, in the first form, Behemoth here is weak to fire and also weak to poison. And the second form here is weak to oh, my brain. Still fire and holy. So that's the slight variation that occurs in phase 2. Phase dose. Still falls very quickly. So, almost not a threat. Almost. Is almost entirely magic except for that 4-hit combo. But, hey, I just slapped the taunt materia on somebody and they did work. I don't follow exactly. Now see, I played this game recently, but not 100% sure on every detail. Is there supposed to be a connection between Siegfried and Shadow? Shadow's story ends at the Coliseum. Right. That's right. Yep. That is exactly what happens in this game. I remembered that. Alright, so you have, for the most part, seen everything that this boss does. It is a whole lot of shows up, does Doom, Reflect, and fire attacks. That's it. Oh, also it does that. But you can just wear instant death resist and not give any shits. Yeah, V Prisoner, I was maybe going to bring the core crew to this event, but then every boss in this event actually had a weakness. Keep doing roulette. It is absolutely working for you. I call this one because I can. In fact, it might just be dead. Nope. No? Yes. Hell yeah! I got destroyed. Amazing. You ever just put soul breaks on people as a joke, and you realize, oh wait, this doesn't work at all. And like on that subject, furthermore, the reason that I don't use Magicites is because, Magicites give you a massive stat boost that I don't think a lot of people realize. The difference between using and not using Magicites can be like 5,000 damage per hit. Like, it's huge. But they've been around for so long that I think a lot of people sort of, and not really like take them for granted, but don't realize how huge those boosts are for newer players. Newer players. I have been able to clear every Apocalypse fight with soul breaks or supers or lower, and every Apocalypse double plus with supers or lower, minus the fact that I actually use a burst on my healer because, hey, guess what? Apocalypse level fights, the only real difference is it's just bigger numbers. Or double plus levels. You know what I mean. I'm not going to be talking a lot about Ultimate Weapon here. Because Ultima is not that interesting. These event difficulties weren't actually around before Magicites. I want to say 3-star Magicites were around before even Apocalypse level fights existed. It's wild. Like, Magicite has actually been around for a very long time. You ever just look at the multiplier on the thief moves and realize how completely bonkers they are? Because it's like pretty buck wild. Hell yeah, Phantom Rush. Give me that 360. You may be saying, hey newbie, how much is Phantom Rush actually going to help you? A lot of these bosses resist that stuff, or just don't give a shit. Well, you'd be surprised. Hell yeah. Also works on his gravity move. Old Ultima here. Yeah, Apocalypse Gravija. The blink works on that too. I will complain about new hard difficulty fights that are just nothing but damage numbers and really nothing else. I don't know what's worse, honestly. Bosses that are nothing but numbers, or things like Ultima here who are just utterly fake. Ultima, you existed. You were, by textbook definition in Final Fantasy Record Keeper, a boss. Sorry, I had to get quiet for the video cut there because I can obviously keep talking about this subject into this fight because, hey, guess what? This fight's very fake. But one of the subjects that we talked about on the first podcast, I think in particular, and definitely we expanded upon it more in the second podcast, is with the growing power creep in this game. One thing that has kind of disappeared off of the face of the map of this game as a whole is the mid-tier difficulty. That doesn't exist anymore. It comes around every now and again, but generally it's like the one-off special events or festival fights and that kind of stuff. But like, what we specifically refer to it as is the level 300 fight. It's high time that they added another difficulty tier to standard event fights. And I know a lot of people may look at that and be like, I don't want to do another fight each event, but like, dog, as somebody that does these every week on a stream, I need another difficulty. And like, yes, Mirage Dungeons exist. Mirage Dungeons are a once a month thing. That's the problem. It's once a month, and there is one fight in there. Bean Prisoner puts it the best right there. Japan still only... It's 3 difficulties, but there's only one hard fight. There's a newer player difficulty, a higher player difficulty, and then like an actual 300 level fight. What was I saying? Yeah, okay. V Prisoner puts it the best. Japan has had Awakenings for 6 months. And they're still aren't anything harder than a what's it called? A 260. Yeah, again, I'm gonna butcher this name too, but Anahunki Q, I'm gonna go with, I'm very sorry. That was another thing we talked about, is that the 350 difficulty multiplayer fights are really interesting, but they're 350 difficulty, they're completely murdering, and you spend like 4 hours trying to clear them for Gil. Nobody really wants to do that. Okay, now that we're in the loading screen. So, I don't do multiplayer on streams anymore. Or videos, really, except for like the rare multiplayers that are really interesting. Reasons being, A lot of people did multiplayer videos with stop playing the game. And B, there is a bit of problems with the emulator here, where it just doesn't really like to cooperate with multiplayer. It crashes a lot when we try and load in. It kind of needs to attempt to load in once, and then it's good. But if they introduced a really cool 300 Infernal difficulty, I would start doing multiplayers on video again. Because a lot of those Infernal fights have very cool mechanics. Because, of course, with Record Keeper, if they're only releasing one fight a month, they actually put effort into it. Every single Infernal fight, except for I think maybe Big Flan, has been kind of interesting in its own way. Anyway, this fight is just going to be your boy Ultima again, and he's still incredibly big. But yeah, Record Keeper is in a very rough situation right now, because even more so, Awakenings get released, right? And then the only actually difficult thing that they introduce after Awakenings are introduced is Odin. That's it! They just bring in Odin. And then, on top of everything, you go, alright, so they did Odin, they finished Magicite, literally, episode Magicite is done, right? Yeah, because, like, Odin was the big, bad, dark guy behind all of it, so they're gonna move on to something else new and interesting, right? No, they're just doing 6-star Magicite. Dina, you have gold in this game. Record Keeper is actually a solid game for the most part. Put a little bit more effort into it instead of just copy and pasting over and over and over again. There was a era in this game where fights, abilities had interactions, like characters could really very noticeably interact with each other. And that doesn't really exist anymore. The most that characters interact nowadays is somebody will entrust over to somebody else. Well, anyway, as much as I complain, I'm going to blow this guy up with an arcane because I think the animation looks cool. The game is broken, but wow, cool animation.